Islam in few words. First of all, we must know that there is a big difference between Islam and Muslims. There is a big difference between man and father. Man who has a children is a father, but being a father is a responsibility. A father who does not stick to this responsibility is not necessarily a good father. Also, Islam has rules. So a Muslim who does not stick to these rules is not a Muslim. That's why you can't ever understand Islam looking at Muslims. Islam is not to be judged by Muslims. Islam judges Muslims. Islam is an Arabic word which means in English obedience. A Muslim is an obedient. He's obeying what? He's obeying the laws of his Creator. Islam means also submission, to submit your will to the will of your Lord, to accept your faith, your race, your place, your family, everything given to you by Him. The word Islam, I-S-L-A-M, if you take the I letter, you will find another Arabic word which means in English peace. Salam is peace. Why peace? Peace is a natural consequence which will come in your heart after following and obeying the laws of your Creator and submitting your will to His will. All of us humans, we want peace, but we don't find peace. Why? Because we are actually in a war against God. He wants something and we want something else. So we Muslims believe in one God, one Creator who created everything, the universe, the time, the place. And actually there is a big difference between the Creator and the creation. The Creator cannot be part of the creation. So man cannot be God, God cannot be man. We believe that this God sent for us a lot of messengers, different languages, different places, different times, but all of them deliver the same message. So a Muslim is to believe in all of them. We believe in Adam, Abraham, Isaac, Noah, Jesus Christ as a prophet of God. That's why you find Islam is the only non-Christian faith which make it an article of faith to believe in Jesus Christ as a prophet of God. All of them were obedient in English, Muslim in Arabic, and all of them teaches and order their people to do the same things, the same laws of God. For example, the veil. Not only Muhammad the prophet asked or ordered the females to put the veil, all the prophets before him ordered the females to put the veil. For example, the proof is that Virgin Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ, she wore the veil. Even Jesus Christ himself, he had his beard and he was wearing always the galabeya in Arabic, the tunic, the long tunic. So imagine now that Jesus Christ comes to earth down in Italy, in America, with his beard and with his tunic, and beside him his mother with the veil. The first thing is going to come in your mind if you see them. They seems to be what? Excellent Muslims. So that Islam is the only religion which does not take its name from its founder. Again, this is very important. Islam is the only religion which does not take its name from its founder. For example, Buddha, Buddhism, Christ, Christianism, not even a name of a tribe, Judah, Judaism, or a place or a country, Hinduism. We're not Mohammedanism, we are not Arabia Sauditism, we are Muslims. And this is the name chosen by the Almighty God for all of us when we choose to obey Him. So Islam is the only religion which can unite all of us, all the prophets of God, under one umbrella, the umbrella of obedience of Islam. So Islam is not a new religion given to Muhammad the Prophet. It was the first religion given to Adam, Abraham, Noah, Isaac, Jesus Christ. All of them were Muslims and delivered the message of Islam. So it is one God, one message, one way to heaven. God bless you all. Thank you.